you make the core of the system the continual building and sharing of knowledge and capability, and you think of it as it can't be that the government and schools are working in parallel on separate tracks. You can't try and steer things at a distance. You actually think about how do we work together better, and in ways that are not simply hierarchical or people getting into defensive mode. We've seen far too much of that. And I think what you have to do is think about what kinds of connections are going to support the schools and the teachers, and also keep informing policy about things that are working and things that need improving, so that everybody's actually on the same playing field. And I think to do that, what I'm recommending is that we do have some education authorities that work with schools at the local level that are much closer to schools, and that employ the principals, because I think we are the only system in the world where principals are not accountable to other people who know about education, who are experienced professionals who can work with them to improve things. So we've made it much harder for ourselves by not actually having people close enough and sharing the responsibility with schools to make sure the quality of education in a local area is as good as it can be, and who can keep connecting across the schools. So if people are working on they've got a particular issue, like improving the quality of maths and low decile schools, then we're going to learn much more if people who are working on those issues are actually working together on those issues. And so we've got to think about the ways that we can bring people across, and not just for the sake of meetings, but actually to improve learning, to improve teaching. So I think we need some changes around that. And if you change that, you put much more emphasis in at the local level, then you change what you need at the central level. And so I do think we need people. We need a formative accountability rather than accountability every 3 years through ERO. And so it's got to be much closer, through the educational authorities. And I think we need curriculum and qualifications within the same agency, rather than having the ministry and the qualifications agency working separately. It's too incoherent, and we're just not getting the progress that we need.